Hello mga KUGMO! So today is a brand new day. Today is a brand new day to be happy, to be joyful, and to express happiness. Okay? So as promised, this is gonna be our brand new episode of Brain Blitz TV. And by the way, welcome to my hub. This is our Brain Blitz hub. So all of my videos will actually occur here in this room. And this is gonna be a very important episode of the day. It's because we'll talk about a very important topic. A very important topic and an issue that is emerging in our society today. But before that, let's have this. Welcome back mga kugmuhon. So kugmuhon, so it means that you have had been using your brain most of the time. So today, as what I promised, we'll talk about a very important topic, and that topic is about depression. Okay, so let's talk about depression. So I know some of us here experience depression already. I myself experienced that twice already, but of course I did not view it as a negative aspect of my life, but of course I manage it positively. It's because I know that every problem that I experience, there's always a positive outcome of it if I'm gonna manage this one positively. Okay, according to the World Health Organization, there are around 300 million people around the globe have been experiencing depression. So since that is accounting to a large number of people around the globe, it is a very emerging problem that we need to address. But among these 300 million people around the globe, it's 800,000 people lost their lives. So it means that they actually committed suicide because of depression. Okay? But what is depression? So what is the best definition of depression? Okay, so in layman's term, depression for me is defined as a state of mind in which you have been experiencing total sadness, you have been experiencing total unhappiness, you are already experiencing being helpless, being hopeless, and you have this state of anhedonia. It means to say that you are not anymore experiencing pleasure in anything that you do. You are not anymore happy on the things that you are usually doing. Okay? So, in the Philippines, there are so many incidents of depression already. There are so many lives lost in the Philippines because of this problem. And it affects the biggest sector in our society, and that is the youth sector. And we believe that the youth sector is gonna be the sleeping tiger of our community, and it's actually being said by our very own national hero Jose Rizal that the youth is the hope of our fatherland or the motherland. But if the youth are experiencing this problem or experiencing this depression, and they have commit that and they are committing suicide, that's gonna be a big problem. It's gonna be a big issue. Okay, so basically, in the past days also, I have seen a video, I have scanned in YouTube, and I've seen a video about a post of the son of our very own Pure Energy, Gary Valenciano, that his son, Gab Valenciano, has posted a post in his Instagram account about World Depression Day. So that creates some concerns. It's because some people are creating fake news about the status of Gab Valenciano. It's because they said that Gab Valenciano has committed suicide and he is already dead now. But to correct that notion, or to correct that issue, Gab Valenciano is alive and kicking. He is posting that information in his Instagram account. It's because he wants to raise an awareness to our community, to our country, that depression needs to be properly managed. That depression needs to be managed not only by the person who experienced that, but it has to be managed with a very important support system, and that's gonna be the family. Okay, so what are the possible signs that you have been experiencing depression already? Okay, so first thing, you have been experiencing depression if in 2 weeks time, or for the past 2 weeks, you are totally sad. When you say totally sad, it means that you are not happy in the past 2 weeks. And another thing that you need to watch out for as a sign of depression is you have been experiencing fatigue. So when you say fatigue, it means that you are experiencing body weakness. So even if you're not doing anything, but your body tells you that you are tired. Okay? And at the same time, this individual is also experiencing anhedonia. So when I say anhedonia, that means that you are not anymore experiencing any pleasure experience or any pleasure moment in your life. So it means you are not anymore happy. So these are some of the signs and symptoms of depression. And sometimes individuals who have been into depression is experiencing either weight gain or weight loss, because it depends on how they manage their problem. Okay, so in that note, depression has so many signs and symptoms. It might affect our sleeping pattern, might affect our eating pattern. So this might be an indicator that you are depressed. Okay, so I say you have been in that experience already, so it will be very important for us to manage that. So now let's talk about what I did, because I myself has experienced already about this problem, had experienced twice already about this problem. But of course, I managed this problem in a positive way. That's why it did not result into possible suicide attempt. Okay, but of course, I might have that. But that actually is part of my experience already. Okay, so let us talk about how this depression should have to be properly managed. Okay, so first, it will be very important that when you experience already a big problem, it is going to be your concern to talk about someone, to talk about this problem to someone. And of course, your greatest support system is of course your family. So it will be very important that you talk this problem with your family. So you might actually be talking this problem towards your sister, towards your brother, towards your mother, to your father, and of course to anybody in your family. Okay? So it is actually also stated that depression really affects women. So depression affects twice women than men. So there are more women experiencing depression compared to men, but there are more men who committed suicide because of depression twice compared to women. So in short, more death is actually present among men if they are actually depressed. Why? Because most women, if they are depressed, they will actually be expressive. So they are expressing their feelings towards someone, towards somebody in the family, a friend, to a special someone. Is because they love to talk. But if you are gonna compare this one among men, men are highly secretive. That does not actually show that they are actually depressed. Okay, so as what I mentioned, the very first management that is actually important to talk about depression, we have to share what we feel towards someone. Okay, express what you feel towards someone. Okay, the second most important way of managing depression is it is important for us to make sure that we know how to divert our attention. So when I say we know how to divert our attention, it means that we know how to make sure that if this problem is gonna haunt us again, we know how to find ways to look for something that will actually divert our attention from the problem. Okay? So that's the second thing that I actually did in managing my depression before. Okay? The third thing is, if these two things fail, it will already be very important for us to talk to someone, to talk to a special person who has a big or wide breadth of experience or a wide breadth of knowledge about this problem. So it will be very important for us to talk about a psychologist, psychiatrist, or just merely a counselor. It's because it is very important for us to talk and express what we feel to these professionals. Okay? And the fourth one is, if we will not be able to manage this depression by ourselves, it will be very important for us to have this what you call medical management. So after we talk to a psychiatrist, a psychologist, and of course to a counselor, they will usually refer us to someone who could actually give us the best intervention, which is to give us an antidepressant drug. Okay? But of course, this is just a very simple topic, a very simple management that we need to address. It's because this might actually end our life. This might actually end one's life. So again, for me, the first way of managing depression is talk to someone. The second one is you have to divert your attention. The third one is to consult a professional. And the fourth one is to have medical management. But of course, it will be very important for me to include our depression hotline. Our depression hotline is going to be flashed in the screen later on. It's because if you have this feeling of total sadness, express it. If you experience something that bothers you, express it. And if you lack someone to talk to, I'm here. Talk to me. And I'm actually offering myself to you. Okay? So that is for now. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you completed this video. It's because at the end of this video, for the first or for the 100 comment that I'm gonna receive from this video, I'll be giving something for you in return. So as what I mentioned, the 100 comment in this video, I'll be giving something for you. And don't forget to subscribe, Brain Blitz TV. Don't forget that one. So hope to see you once again in my next video. Bye!